2019 is off to a fast start. I promised I would make a list of my most anticipated games of 2019, and yet here we are at the start of February, and a handful of the games that would have been on this list have already released. Resident Evil 2, Kingdom Hearts 3, Wargroove, heck, even some of the games that did make it on this list are already on their way out within a week or two as of releasing this video. I probably shouldn't have taken so long to get started on this. And just a heads up, some of these games don't have a whole lot of info yet, but they've got me more excited than, like, The Division 2 or something, so here we go. I have a love-hate relationship with the Metro series. I have never been able to bring myself to finish 2033 in the 3 attempts that I have made, but I did play through Last Light a few times, and I really enjoyed it. It's a fun game to still go back to. I'm really hopeful for Exodus, and I plan to pick it up eventually once it comes around to Steam. Maybe I'll pick it up on Epic Games Store, I don't really care that much. To be honest, I haven't paid a lot of attention to Days Gone recently. Not because I'm not excited, but mostly because with games and movies, I've recently become the type to unplug and keep away from too many trailers. Even with Kingdom Hearts 3, which would have been the #1 game on this list had I released this earlier, I didn't really watch any trailers leading up to it. I'd rather wait until it's in front of me to experience the game. All I know is, Sony usually hits it out of the park with their exclusives, and I don't anticipate this being any exception. I feel like it gets a bad rap because it's another zombie game, it's got bikers and stuff, but it's all good, I'm still expecting a good time. This game could be awesome. I have been a huge fan of the Marvel Ultimate Alliance series, and now that a third is on the way, I am so pumped. Especially considering it is coming to the Switch, meaning I can play it on the go if I so choose. I am just a teensy bit worried. While the new change in art style is fine, I guess, to me it kinda has a Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite / mobile game / X-Men Destiny kind of vibe. Is that just me? I mean, I don't know, it's made by a completely different studio than the previous games, with Team Ninja being behind the wheel instead of Vicarious Visions. At least Nintendo is publishing it, which hopefully gives it some Nintendo polish. Does this mean we're gonna get Spider-Man in Smash? I feel like I don't have enough experience with the Fire Emblem franchise, and that is a darn shame. Seeing the evolution of this series so far, and with 3 houses now, it's got me excited to really dig into this one. Like the freedom of exploration not typically found in traditional Fire Emblem, the way battles are given a much more grand appearance in scale, it all looks exciting, and while we don't know a lot about this game just yet, I know enough to know I want more. We know almost nothing about this game, yet that little Tom Nook teaser in September last year was all it took. It's Animal Crossing, it's on the Switch, it's all we need to get hyped. Let's just hope this isn't some kind of bait and switch and it turns out to be an Amiibo Festival sequel. Another game we know almost nothing about other than that it's coming to the Switch, and it's an established franchise that I personally love. We haven't seen any of the new Pokemon yet, which in past generations, I feel like we would have by now, considering Nintendo did state that this would be coming in 2019. I'm not gonna hold my breath, but until Nintendo says otherwise, I'm including it here. I'm only keeping it so low on this list because it may very well not release in 2019. Judgement is basically Yakuza. In fact, it's a spin-off set in the Yakuza universe. You play as a private detective investigating a series of murders. It combines some traditional Yakuza-style gameplay and combat with crime scene investigation, and to me, that just sounds so good. I have a bit of a thing for detective games and mystery solving in video games, so this is looking to be very much up my alley. I, for one, cannot wait to see what this game has to offer later this year. This game is coming soon, like a week after I release this video, hopefully, if I edit this all in time. And I am looking forward to it for sure. Far Cry is maybe not one of my favorite series, and I feel like it isn't as highly regarded as it was around the time of Far Cry 3, but it is still a very solid series in my opinion. My wife and I have played every game in this series since 3, except for Primal. And knowing that New Dawn is a direct continuation of Far Cry 5 has me even more excited to see what is going to happen. That $40 price tag has me a little worried though, like, Ubisoft, what are you trying to say here exactly? Picture this. One of your favorite game developers, let's call them Obsidian, has in the past made one of your favorite games of all time. We'll call it Fallout New Vegas. Now imagine they're working on a new IP combining first-person gameplay with classic tried-and-true RPG mechanics that they're known for, and setting it in space with interplanetary travel and witty companions at your side. Well, picture no more, because all that I just described just now is a reality. Obsidian is working on a new game called The Outer Worlds, and it is looking fantastic already. It is slated for a 2019 release, and I cannot wait to give this one a go. If you played Fallout 4 and felt burned by the lack of role-playing compared to previous entries, this may be the breath of fresh air that you're looking for. Especially if you ended up playing Fallout 76. You poor soul. We know nothing about this game, other than the name. In fact, the announcement for this game was basically not even an announcement.
So the Star Wars name is Jedi Fallen Order.
Woo!
And yet, here we are, and it's my number one, because even though it's EA and EA sucks and they have done nothing good with the Star Wars franchise since the time they've had it, it's a Star Wars game with Jedi, man! They really haven't done that yet because they keep canceling every Star Wars game they start, so here's hoping. Look, I know this is a sort of anticlimactic number one, but I really love Star Wars games, and Kingdom Hearts is already out, okay? As a final note, if The Last of Us 2 were to be announced for a 2019 release date by this point, it would obviously be number one. So yeah, if The Last of Us 2 does later on get a 2019 release date, it wins. It just wins. So what are some of your most anticipated games of 2019? I would really like to know. Maybe there are some awesome games that I just don't know about. So let me know, and feel free to watch another video. Thank you for watching, also subscribe if you haven't. Bye-bye.